Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Here we go back to our rapid speed run, pardon my English, where we'll be trying to play openings in a 10-minute format um, to play without or as much as without theory as possible to really figure out everything on the board. So let's go and play principled as possible. Play as principled as possible. So let's go and play something we don't really know, like knight f3. Can transpose everything. And here I see that with playing c5, he plays for control of the d4 square. I can't really, well, I can counter that and then put my knight here, but then we are moving two pieces in the opening. So I'm gonna go e4 here, so I have control over the d5 square, and it's a kind of a trade-off. Okay, d6 prepares to play this, probably. And here I'm just gonna go simple moves and put my knight out, try to control the square. So in case he goes here, I take and take, and then we take again. Okay, he knight here, control over again the central squares. We also can kind of control those squares. So here, depending on what you want to play, I think bishop b5 is totally reasonable, trying to eliminate the one who's controlling those squares. But we can also just play d4 and try to open things up. Okay. We can even play bishop e2. I think that's like a nothing move. You're just developing stuff and seeing what our opponents will do. I think I will favor that for now. That's castle. And bishop d6 is a bit weird because now you cannot play this, and this took two moves to play. So it's kind of a waste of time. My opponent has kind of developed one piece. Okay, maybe two. And we have developed three pieces and we castled, so this is semi-developed. So I think now it's time to break it open. And usually the one who's most developed or as well, the one who's developed the most will benefit from these kinds of positions. So here I want to play e5, but I can't because he will just simply take. So what I'm thinking about is to play f4 first and then to play e5. And then my idea is to go like something like this. I don't see why we're not gonna do that. So let's just do it. And this is also the reason why you should castle. Like you can play f4 at some point. And that's really nice. Okay, here attacking this twice, but we were planning to play e5 anyways, blocking the whole diagonal. Takes. We obviously have to take back. And maybe knight f5 is coming. Knight f. Okay. So what are our plans here? Okay, first off, we have to move our queen. That's something we know. But where does the queen belong? Well, if in the case the king castles, my queen ideally wants to be here. So I'm thinking about this and this. Well, to keep some to keep some flexibility in our possibilities and to not get trapped like something like this, maybe it's more handy to drop back here to d3. But then we're allowing something like this too. So I'm still in favor for queen f2. Okay, you can play a6 and then put the bishop here, but we're faster. We can put the bishop here as well. So we keep track of what the opponent is trying to do. All right, he's attacking this pawn, and it's quite annoying. I don't know, but it's definitely doing something. So we can either put the rook here, or we can put this rook here, and I don't mind. It's not really the best move, but it's a very stable move for now. And then we'll plan to play a3, and then the rook can move again. So nothing has been lost here. Okay, aiming for takes, and then bishop f here. We cannot allow that, so we have to take. And essentially the pawn structure is a bit in ruins for white. Although we also lost our knight, which we actually ideally had in mind of going here and here. But it is what it is. Life cannot always be sweet. Why am I trying to be philosophical here? I don't know. And in light of the position, I think c4 is a really good way to break it open even more. Okay, we eliminating his weakness, but we're getting a lot of tension in position. That's c4 looks really good. We also have this move, which also looks good, but then queen c6, perhaps. It doesn't really do as much as you would think. It's always nice to see these moves that attack queens as candidate moves, but if they don't have anything in it concrete, then it's maybe not so smart to play. You can also play this move, and after this takes. That also looks good. You can also play king h1, remove anything that has anything related to this, and I actually quite like this more than anything else at the moment. Bishop in the end belongs here in the open diagonals, uh, but these are moves I can play later. So now we can play b3 to prepare c4 because he has played b5. He also wants to play this move. Um, but what we also can do is just push the pawns up front. But when we push this pawn, we also leave space behind. So this pawn is then there for the taking. So I'm a bit in favor of this idea of b3 preparing c4. Also, he still has these weird ideas. And I think the time has come to play something like this, because we're attacking a pawn, essentially. He has to really show his motives. Is he gonna do? Is he finally gonna castle? Yes or no? So instead of c4, takes, perhaps takes, let's just go here. And okay, although this was not um, what we're supposed to do, like we have to stick to the plan, I want to be flexible and play this move. And if you play g6, we have some ideas of f5 and perhaps even e6. So I'm quite happy with this decision here. We have to be wary of these diagonals, but these are very well covered at the moment. So I'm actually quite happy with how everything is standing. And there we go. We have achieved something here, I feel like. So I don't want him to play d4. So to prevent that from happening, I'm planning to go here. And then I'm planning to play this. So something like this is my plan at the moment. This is still defended twice, because this is gone. We have to keep in track what spice we're leaving behind. So let's go here. You can also go here and invoke some weaknesses in the camp of black, essentially. But I think this is a good start. Maybe bishop d3 was more accurate, but I think still this is a good start. Also, by playing bishop d3, we have the flexibility to play f5 at some point, which is something we want to play, because then, yes, we lost the protection of the pawn for this pawn, but we have two pieces defending it. So I think it's still a good move. It may not be the best one, but definitely a good one. Also, it's very hard to move for black. Like the only move I'm seeing at the moment is something like this, maybe even this, where we would probably play something like this. Okay, so here we can already immediately play f5. You can also try to prepare it with bishop d3. And this way we're improving the position a bit. With f5 immediately, he doesn't have that much to say here. and then we can play f6. And then we'll try to do something like this and give mate. And since we don't need to prepare it, I don't see the reason to try to prepare it. So let's go here. Because he can take anyways. Yes, he can play this, but then we just take. Our objective is to play f6 and then get our queen to g7 somehow. And this is just a total, like the pieces are totally equal, right? Everyone has 6 pawns or 7. I cannot count. 7 pawns. Okay, he does have a little bit weaker pawn structure, but the main reason we're doing better is because we have reached far more progress in our position than Black has. Black still has very inactive rooks. They're not even connected. Ours are connected. The bishops are not doing anything, staring into walls. Our bishops are supporting in attacks, defending in very important pawns, and threatening things, or pretending to threaten things. Bishop there, okay. So he wants to take here, which is a very decent thing. We can just protect this, and if he takes, then we can just go and take, and then he has to move the queen. So just simple stuff. And next we can play this. Okay. So here he goes queen c6. He's hoping for something to open up, but I don't see how that will be possible. So we just continue with our plan, and then we just bring the queen in. Note that we're not going like this, because if when we go like this, he can go here, and then it takes 4 moves to actually execute our plan. Let's take here, also eyeing down here. And he immediately sees it. And now it's just going from here to here. Can he stop it? That's the question. Can he somehow stop it? If I go here, he could go here. Then I could go here. And he can put the rook here. That's actually quite nice. But then we bring other rook in. And maybe he plays here. And then we can go here. And it's a bit, maybe it's too much calculation. Expecting this, this, and this to protect the square. But because we have such a strong hold and power over the position, I thought this would not be. Yeah, so he doesn't do it. And we just simply take a queen. Yeah. I just noted that we only have 1.5 minutes. But this is basically how things go. You put a lot of pressure on the opponent, and this is what happens. Your opponent will collapse at some point. Only if you do it in a non-dubious way, obviously, because if you give him hope and stuff like that, that would not happen. So yeah, very nice game. I think it's as good as played. He can try to back rank mate me, but even that wouldn't work, unfortunately. Like he could play rook c8, I will still go here. He could take, I will go here, and after takes, mate is inevitable. Like I could even allow him to give me a check. So that was a nice game. Yeah, I hope this game will be online soon. Our opponent is still processing that he has lost, I guess, or just being bad sportsmanship, or trying to find something. I don't know. But that's what chess is, I guess. Too. I hope you guys enjoy this game, and I will see you guys in the next one. I guess there's no need for an analysis, right? There actually is, but I think I have not made a lot of mistakes in this game. Probably a lot of inaccuracies, though, but that's This chess for you. All right, guys. See you guys next time.